There once was a very wise, rich, and powerful young king. He looked out over his vast kingdom and gloried at his dominion. Yet as the king grew older, he found himself asking the question, what is the point? The aging king looked at the great wealth he had acquired throughout his life and found he wasn't satisfied with it. So he reasoned, whoever loves money never has money enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with his income. Then the king looked at his kingdom in all its splendor and glory, and still he felt saddened, for he realized that one day soon he would die and be forgotten. The young king saw that glory fades, for all men are like grass, and their glory is like the flowers of the field. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of the Lord stands forever. He concluded, everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. Today, many athletes, like the ambitious young king, want so desperately to be successful. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, if you don't have the desire to become better at your sport, you're never going to go anywhere. The problem lies in the misconception that once you become successful, then you will be satisfied. The Irish writer Oscar Wilde once wrote, "In this world there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it." This is so true because while striving and hoping for something and never attaining it is a tragedy, striving and hoping for something and attaining it is also a tragedy. Because in the end we find that the things we hoped for were no more than a lie. Legendary college football coach Bobby Bowden, after finally winning a national championship, sat down with his staff and said this, "They said we could never win the big one, and now we won it. Now that we finally won it, do you feel any different?" He went around the room and everybody said no, not really. Everyone answered no. And the coach said, "You know why you don't feel any different? Because that's not really winning the big one. Winning the big one is when you accept Christ as your Lord and Savior." The fact of the matter is, you won't feel any different than you do now, once you've attained the success you've always wanted. The only thing that can give you hope and peace and purpose is Jesus Christ.
Give us your game face.